back to do the sunset thingy. And I decided not to make the things with actual, like, drawing of half circles. Because I was like, you know what? That's going to look too, something. It's going to look too something. I don't even have the word for it because I'm not a real artist. I have no idea why you're watching me paint. But I have painted this, like, I don't know, like 4 times already. And it's not working out for me. The yellow is just not going steady. So I'm probably going to have to paint it like 20 times. I have no idea why this yellow is just not yellowing. I have, off camera, like I said, painted it like 4 times. So then I mixed some paint up because I figured I'm going to need a lot of paint. So that's a lot of paint. I've mixed it up. And what I've decided to do is just do one section. And then when I'm done, I can put some away just in case I need it for touch-ups. And then the rest of this paint, I will just add more color to make a different shade of orange. Because in my brain, that's a good idea. So, also, I have no reason or rhyme to any of this. So I'm just going to start here. And as you can see, it's probably not going to give me good coverage. So I am probably going to have to, I don't want it to be, I want it to be very saturated. Yeah. And consistently one color. So I don't want any color inconsistencies. Like, I don't want it to be variegated or anything. I want it to be solid. So just taking this paint and covering the whole thing, probably stupid for what I wanted to do. Just throwing that out there. Also, when painting, you probably shouldn't put a heavyweight tub of paint onto your painting. That's probably not a good idea. This is all just all around, like, not what you should be doing. So I am so glad that I could show you how not to paint. I'm going to go up in here, okay? But that's my plan. My plan is to show you how not to paint, apparently. The anti-tutorial. Y'all, it's not that deep. Pick up a paintbrush, paint something. It's not that deep. What's the worst that's going to happen? It's going to suck. You can spray paint over the whole darn thing and start over and make something else. This is just acrylic paint. I'm actually using dollar store paint, which is probably why I'm getting the sucky ass coverage. I might have to add some better quality paint to it to get better coverage. And I did mix this with a spatula. So that there's no inconsistencies in the paint color. Although it definitely looks like there's inconsistencies in the paint color. That's pencil, by the way, that I've used to do this. And remember, I'm going to go all the way around in brown around the edges. That's my plan. I don't know if I'm going to have to force you guys to watch me paint this like 20 times. Or if I'm just going to magically like reappear with this dry and painted right. I haven't decided how much torture I'm going to put you guys through. Like, I didn't make you watch me repaint the sun like 20 times. Because I was like, yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see that junk. But I most certainly could have. Because, you know. That's the games we play here. Forcing you guys to watch me from bad angles. All that. What? I think some of the paint is coming up from the underside. That's nice. It's been drying, obviously, for a very long time. Why is it coming up? You know what? Dollar store paints. Not the best. Okay. So what I'm doing, again, is I made up like little mocks of different ones. And so I want to do it like this. But I think instead of the little yucca thing, I'm going to do 2 cactuses. And then it's going to have like brown. And then each one is going to be painted consistently. And that's my plan. With the edges in brown. So I want it to kind of look like a comic book sunset. You know what I mean? Like a comic book sunset. Not like a realistic sunset, but like, you know, comic book. So I am going to leave all of this. And, you know, magic. I will see you guys tomorrow. And magic, maybe something else will be done tomorrow. Maybe I'll, because this is a lighter color, maybe I might do a couple of these other ones real quick, just to kind of even out the paint. Because, yeah. Do you guys like my rag? Do you know what I did? Just randomness. This is randomness. So, do you guys have like old towels? I have old towels. And so, I had this pre-washed fabric. So when I took some old towels, I did random different things to them. And I cut like squares out and stuff. They've all been bleached. It's fine. It's fine. So these are going to be like my rags. And so like any towel that I had, because I've bought new towels, obviously. Any towel that I had that had like wear, that like holes, you know. Because like, I don't know about y'all, but you'll use the towels until the towels start disintegrating. And so then I was just like, okay, I'm going to rip them up and make rags out of them. And then I had this leftover pre-washed fabric from when I was quilt mending. And so I just kind of put it around the edges as like a little binding to my towel. I could have serged the edges and it would have been like 100 times faster. But you know me, I'm going to do something extra. Why? I have no idea. I don't know why I have to be extra. But anyway, I have a serger, so I could have just serged around the edges. A serger, by the way, is something that, like a normal sewing machine sews on top, but a serger sews the edges, and it cuts off the edges as it sews around the edge, so it won't unravel. So, oh no. Now I gotta explain it. I've gotta explain it. Let's see. Do I have anything that I... Yes, okay. I have some pajamas here because I'm in my laundry room. Okay. So, when you normally sew something, this matches too, by the way. So when you normally sew something, like right here, you top stitch it, right? You're sewing with the sewing machine and it makes a line, blah, 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 right? But if you want to sew the inside edge, like this, you have to have a different machine that cuts and sews over the edge like that. So that's a serger. So that's a completely different machine than does this kind of top stitching. I hope that makes sense. It probably does. But you kind of need both when you're sewing, if you're sewing close. But actually you don't. You don't actually need a serger. That's just like an extra fancy little thing, so that your seams look all nice and professional. But you can just serge around the edges of towels or something, and you don't actually have to make them pretty. I was just throwing that out there because I'm random. And I will see you back with this painting that I am making. And if you have any requests for paintings, you can tell me what they are, and I will horribly paint them for you. And you can watch me horribly paint them. Okay, bye-bye.